Hey, Lori, what's happening? Hey, Jeanette, what's up? I was just sitting here chilling, waiting on people to get in. Jeanette, Lori, how was your week? Did you have a good week? Yay! Did you guys have good weeks? Oh my gosh, I can't even talk, you guys. Did you both have a good week? Can I talk? I don't know. I'm struggling today, y'all. Oh, good, 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 good. Hey, Ken, what's happening? Oh, I'm sorry, Lori. I'm so sorry. What about you, Ken? How was your week? Hey, Copper, what's up? Hey, Lori. Thanks for asking, Ken. I have a headache. I just can't seem to shake whatever the heck this is. I my doctor put me on medicine. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully, I mean, I can't say like I felt so much better today, you know? Um, yeah, but then I started getting a nasty headache. My doctor seems to think it's like allergy related, which it could be. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is or, I because of my gifts, I take on other people's pain. So, we used to go to this huge church years ago, and when we would walk in there and there were 1,000 people in there, like it would just like it was really hard for me, because I could feel every little thing. But yeah, so I'm hoping it's just allergies and, it'll get situated. But I've never, I think I've said this before, like I used to have a couple of bad weeks in March and maybe even a week or two in April with my allergies. And then I was fine. And this is going into the second year that it's just been year round. It's just been friggin' ridiculous. I'm just over it, over it, over it at this point. And I get headaches because of Chiari. So, you know, is this headache a Chiari headache? Is it allergy related? I don't freaking know. I just know it hurts and it's pounding. Now, if you got home from hospital, oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, honey. So is he doing like much better? Headaches are brutal. I've had really bad ones. I feel for anyone who has them often. Sorry, Victoria, can get. Oh, thanks, honey. Thanks. Yeah, believe it or not, I had a headache one time that lasted over 3 months. It's the whole brain issue, and it was a nightmare. So, if I get one of these, sometimes it lasts a day. I'll survive. You know what I mean? Like it could be 3 months. Yeah, no, I know it. Um, yeah, I mean, how do you diagnose that? It's like I don't think it's possible. What is Lori? I'm not sure what you're asking about, honey. Oh, Chiari. I'm sorry, Chiari. Duh. Okay. Um, it's when in the back of your head, like where your where your skull and then your neck and your brain stem. It's where your brain is literally, my brain is literally pouring down there, down into there. So they had to go in and they had to cut off my skull tonsils. They had to take my skull tonsils out and do what they call decompression surgery. So basically, so I'm in the unfortunate position. I also have a shunt because I developed hydrocephalus. So they had to put a shunt in. But unfortunately, because they had to take all that out, I now have nothing back there to protect my brain. So, you know, most people have a skull to protect their brain. Well, that was part of my problem. So they had to remove that. So now there's nothing there to protect my brain. So it's literally like my brain and then my scalp. That's it. Yeah. Yep. 3 months. Well, that's a record breaker. You know, so I belong to this forum for Chiari patients. And me and one other lady have, you know, we've both had ours since the early 90s. The majority of the people that are in there, you know, they've either been recently diagnosed or one of their children have been diagnosed, which, can I just say, like, I just can't even imagine having a child with this disorder, because I know how bad I suffer. And I just can't, it's just so upsetting to me. You know, when people come on, they're talking about, you know, oh, my son, my 3-year-old, and it just blows it just is so upsetting. But anyway, so me and this other lady have been have unfortunately have been the two people that have had the longest, you know, years in respect to the illness. And anyway, we just lost another girl the other day. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, we don't know why she died, but we have been losing so many people lately. It's been really bad. Yeah. You guys, my mouth is off. That cotton mouth, because I took that, what is that, ibuprofen or acetaminophen or whatever. So it's giving me like cotton mouth. He's doing well. He's very, very weak and hardly lifts his head for too long. He's exhausted all the time, but determined. Oh my goodness. I can't. That just kills me. I mean, I'm so glad he's home and that he's on the mend, but yeah, it's just horrible. Hey, no excuses. What's up? I'm surprised that you don't have a false sort of skull part. You know, I said that, right? When everything was going on, and they said, well, if we put that there, it's going to do the same thing that Chiari does. And then I would just continue to be sick with the paralysis and the headaches and all that crap. I mean, I still have headaches, but it used to be really, really bad. It's like so much better now. CPO, you are such a survivor. Aw, thanks, honey. Yeah, it's just life, you know. Hey, Darlene. We all have our shticks, right? Well, it's crazy. I never even imagined such a thing on my LCD. Oh, thank you, Lori. You guys, keep Pat Carlson in your thoughts and prayers today. She had her surgery today. Hopefully everything went splendidly, and hopefully she's in a hospital bed, doped up on medications where she's having no pain right now. That would be good. You know, I'm still fighting off the Delta COVID, praying for God to remove your headaches. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Hey, Cynthia, what's happening? Yeah, Delta COVID. Oof, sounds horrible. Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing like so many people hospitalized with it. It's just insane. I'll just be glad when all this crap's gone. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be gone anytime soon. So Have you guys been, have you been keeping up with Brian Laundrie? Because I want to say a few things on here real quick. I didn't do like last Friday when I came on and I said, you know, when I said that, okay, so let me back up. I thought that it was a known thing about Gabby being pregnant because that's what I was seeing, right? Um, and like I said, I don't know if she was still pregnant or if she had a miscarriage or if she um, did away with the pregnancy. I don't know. I don't know. But that's, what I was seeing right away. Um, so I didn't, I was seeing a lot of other things too, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do a video on it. They ended up finding Gabby's body, unfortunately. Um, but I will say this, like I'm still seeing that Brian is a schizophrenic. Um, it's kind of weird when I was seeing that though, because I'm wondering if he's also bipolar. In fact, I don't even know if that's possible. I don't know if it's possible to be schizophrenic and suffer from bipolar. But I was definitely seeing that. Um, let's see. Let me read what you guys are saying so I can get caught up. Sorry. Wow, this necklace is cool. So normally I can't wear necklaces because of my shunt cord, but I've been noticing that if I can wear a necklace every now and then because I had gotten rid of all my necklaces since I couldn't wear them anymore years ago. But anyway, okay, enough about the stupid necklace. But look, you guys, I even wore earrings. Oops, earrings to match, and then bracelet. Ooh, and the bracelet is rose gold, and it matches. What are these? Ooh, got this from Paparazzi, by the way. $5 for the necklace and earrings together. $5 for the bracelet. Awesome. Anyway, so okay. Let's see. That's what I was thinking about just now. I remember she was going to have surgery. Yeah, hopefully she's doing good. How are things in the U.S. regarding fuel? Do you all have gas for cars? Any shortages? I haven't seen any shortages. The prices are through the roof, though. Like downtown DC, I think it's like $3.20 a gallon. Maryland and Virginia are both like around, I think it's like $3.10 a gallon is like the average. Yeah, I haven't seen shortages, but the prices are definitely through the roof. Is it true it was a ritual killing? Rest in peace, Gabby. I didn't see that at all. That doesn't mean anything, but that's just something I didn't see that. Don't even start me about the case. Yeah, take out the dirty laundry. Hey, 10-9, what's happening? Yes, I think I watched every YouTube video about the case at this point. Oh, wow. Yeah, watching this case, poor Gabby just watched the law enforcement footage. Yeah, they're having her, is it like a service tonight for her or something in New York? And then she's being buried, I guess. Is she being buried tomorrow? Or, I don't know. Maybe as an altered personality, it switches to violent homicidal. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that, he's got some issues for sure. And I want to talk about his parents here in a minute, but gosh, I have that cotton mouth from that medicine. Ugh. Oh, I bet you it's that new allergy medicine they got me on. That's probably what's doing it. Some people are bringing up psychedelics and kind of blocked out and didn't know what he did. Oh, okay. Why was she so thrilled to be engaged to this creep? I don't know. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jeanette. Yeah, I thought it was like for $5. Couldn't pass it up, There was someone else that questioned a pregnancy. There was also a TikTok person that captured the van in the place that Gabby had died, and there was a scan and ultrasound that was on the ground. Oh, wow. Wow. Who gave him the psychedelics? People panic buying petrol here, running out. Oh, geez, really? That's all we need. That's like the great toilet paper shortage of 2020. I think he strangled her in a rage, but there's no autopsy report yet. Hey, Natalie, what's happening? Friday, yay. Ken, the sonogram has been debunked. It's not true. Oh, okay. We're 286 a gallon. Hey, Darlene. Wow, that's really cheap. That's awesome. Scotland, wow. I did wonder about that. Where would they get an ultrasound on the road? True, very true. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if she was still pregnant. And like I said, I'm not going to do a full video on everything I was getting because we just don't need to go there at this point. But I do feel like that was one of several issues as to why he kind of like lost his mind. He went, got angry and pissed off. Excuse me. And I feel like the not being engaged anymore was part of that as well. That's what I was seeing. Okay, so let me say this. I said on my little short video about this that, I feel really bad for Brian Laundrie's parents, right? And let me backtrack a little bit. So, I gave them the benefit of the doubt, right? I thought, they're grieving, their son just killed someone that they supposedly cared about, they supposedly loved and cared about Gabby. And I do feel like, they're in a bad position. However, it's so obvious that they know where their son is, because if they didn't know where their son is, let me just say, if my son, God forbid, was being accused, let's say my son was in the same position as this Brian guy, here's a couple of things that would go down. I would be out looking everywhere. I would be out there risking dying from getting bit by a snake or ate by an alligator. I would be out there trying to find him. I would be on every TV camera. Anyone that would put the camera in front of my face, I would be, saying, please come home. Please turn yourself in. We're so worried about you. And you obviously have done something wrong here. And we just need you to turn yourself in. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be able to shut me up. You would see my big fat butt out there running from camera to camera, screaming and pleading for my son to turn himself in and to come home. So their lack of not doing anything and not releasing any kind of statement. I mean, come on, this girl supposedly dated their son and lived with them for a year. And they can't come out and say, we're absolutely heartbroken and, we feel horrible that this has transpired and we just want our son to turn himself in. He needs to face the consequence. You know what I mean? Like, their lack of not saying anything says a hell of a lot more than them saying something. You know what I mean? And this, time out. This crap yesterday of the police following Brian's parents to Orlando so they could meet with their attorney. So why weren't the police following Brian as soon as there was as soon as 911 was called and the family said, our daughter's missing, her boyfriend came back with her van, he has her van in his possession, that's when the police should have started watching Brian. So I'm seeing that Brian and his mom and dad took the camper and were gone for 3 days. What? So then it's like, your brain's going nuts and it's like, oh, okay, so they stocked the camper so they could go somewhere and say, okay, Brian, when you decide to leave and hide out, you're going to go here and the food's here and the money. You know what I mean? Like, come the F on. Like, It's just really pissing me off. And, the fact that it's all over the media. You cannot turn the channel. Oh my God, my phone. I'm going to throw it out the friggin' window, you guys. Bugging the crap out of me. It doesn't matter what channel I turned on, okay? Every single channel has news coverage looking for this guy. Now, now they have an arrest warrant for him, so now they can do this and they can do that. And, this should have been done before. I realized they were waiting, trying to figure out a time of death. And, and I guess now he's withdrawn over $1,000 out of, wait, here we go. I hate this. Out of somebody's account. Well, obviously we know that it's Gabby's account, and that she was dead, and then he was using her credit card. And that was just a means for them to be able to get something on him so that they were able to arrest him on site, and so that they could then keep tabs on his parents, and his parents could get in trouble if they do anything. But hell, what about the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, I mean, the parents need to put their big boys and big girl panties on, and they need to step the F up, and they need to tell the authorities where their son is. I mean, come on. And then this crap up. Oh, he supposedly left home with no wallet, no phone, and we're so upset. Come on. What is he, 23? A 20-some-year-old guy. He didn't leave anywhere without a phone. Come on. Come on. Come on. And then I said in my video the other day, I said, give the parents the benefit of the doubt and this and that. So my thinking was, or my hope was, that when they called the police, they called the police and said, we want to tell you what happened. But apparently, no. They called the police just to file a missing persons report that their son was missing. And they supposedly refused to answer any questions concerning Gabby or Brian and what transpired. So I gave them a chance. I tried to be the nice one, right? They're a bunch of schmucks. They need to step up. Just pisses me off. And yes, this allergy medicine is making my... Ugh, gross. Okay, let me get caught up here, you guys. But so I am just beside myself. Like, it's 24/7, wall to wall, looking for Brian. Oh, we have to find Brian. And so, when I saw them with those, what are they, the all-terrain swamp buggy things that they've got out there, that they're plowing down trees. First of all, what the hell did those trees ever do to you? Why are you killing innocent trees? Those trees should not be being plowed down. That just really pissed me off. Like, out of all the media coverage you could have given these officers that are out there searching in this god-awful heat, and alligators and snakes and disgusting crap, why would you show the clip where they're mowing down trees? Like, that just really set me off. Okay, so not only are you wasting all these taxpayers' dollars, but then you're killing trees in the process. What the hell do those trees ever do to you? Anyway, so it just burns me up. And I have been in, I don't want to talk a lot about it, but I've been in touch with a gentleman that he works for the police department for many years. Anyway, concerning a case that he happened to see a video of mine, and he contacted me. And so I've been like talking to him and trying to figure stuff out concerning this specific case. And he said, he made the comment that I live one town over from where this happened. Not Brian Laundrie, but from this case that I'm talking about. I don't want to go into it right now because this person is missing. And anyway, so he said, I live one town over, and I didn't even know about this case until today. Now this was a while ago when he contacted me, but he said, and I know what color Gabby Petito's prom dress was, for crying out loud, because it's plastered 24/7 all over the TV what's going on. And I said, hey, I completely agree with you. Like 180%. What's up, hon?
Do you need a drink?
No, I still have some. Thank you. Thanks, honey. But yeah, so it's very frustrating when there are so many cases out there, you know, of people that are missing, and they're showing like no coverage of it. And then they pick a case like this and they're just going wild with it. Now, don't get me wrong. I think, you know, Gabby Petito and her family deserve, you know, they deserve the attention. But I'm just saying, it amazes me how they pick and choose. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay, you guys, I'm so far behind. Let me go back up here. Wow. I could not be in queue today due to the petrol station next door, and I'm so naive that I just thought it was people filling up for the weekend. Oh, wow. Shortage of drivers, now shortage of petrol. You will need to stock up, as that means. Yeah, that's insane. Because when we had that, when the gas company got hacked, you know, we felt it here. Like everybody was racing out and, you know, hoarding gas, and I hope it doesn't start up again. Yeah, that's so true. There goes any of the trucks delivering anything, or the trains or anything else, if there's no fuel. Media is causing it. Yeah. What says they're going to get a $1.2 million bill if they lie to police? I hope so, because it just pisses me off. It really... Everybody was talking about that camper. Like, why haven't they come to the laundry's house with a search warrant to search that camper? If in fact it was true, if the neighbors are being honest, and if in fact it was true that Mr. and Mrs. Laundry and their son were gone for 3 days with that camper, I would be checking the crap out of that camper. And I mean, I'm sure they've done that. Oh, that's what I was going to say before. You know, I saw people like, people were leaving comments about, why do they keep searching here with these swamp buggies and all this stuff when he's obviously not there? Well, you know, that's the whole thing. You know, we see 1/8, you know, of what's really going on behind the scenes. And obviously, you know, I don't know, maybe the dogs had picked up his scent there. And so, or they've seen something, they found something, and they have reason to believe that he really is there. You know, I mean, come on, why would they be out there continuing to look if they didn't think he was there? You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Rochelle, what's happening? At the end of the day, even if the parents gave him help or a hideout, there's still the question if he decides to off himself. That has to be scary. I totally agree. I told you guys, well, did you guys see on my community page? I dreamt the other night that I was walking through this wooded area, and I came around the corner and he was hanging from a tree. And then it was like, that was gone. And then all of a sudden I saw him on his knees with his hands behind his back, and the police were arresting him. So I was like, why am I seeing him hanging himself and then seeing that? I still don't have an answer, but that's what I've seen, you know? And I'm always honest about what I see is what I see, what I get is what I get. I don't know why I get the things that I get. But, you know, I wanted to put it on my community page because what I got, you know? So they've been very, very lax in letting Brian do whatever he wanted. I was still questioning 48 hours of it. Yeah, that part blows my mind. That, and it blows my mind from both ways. They should have been watching him. The police should have been watching him. The police should have been watching his parents, you know. And his parents, like, I do feel bad that they don't know their son could have killed himself. But that's another reason why I feel like they know where he is and what's going on. You know what I mean? Because they just seem to be calm. Like when they pulled up in their driveway, I saw them on the news. They just kind of got out and like carried their stuff like it was nothing. Like they're just too calm. You know what I mean? So, and I said, if it were my son, you would see this big butt woman all over the screen, screaming, trying to find my son, begging him to come back, So we're just not seeing everything that's going on behind the scenes. Gabby's family has at least 4 parties. So at the end of this, yep, it's pathetic. He is a suspect and he is out on the run, not a person of interest and missing. Yeah, that part really pissed me off. When, because before they found Gabby's body, she was missing. He was running, and that part irked the shit out of me, if I'm being honest. Like that part did really get to me. And I tried, like I said, I tried to give the parents the benefit of the doubt. But, when they came out and said, because I said, we don't know what was discussed when the police got there last Friday, when they filed their missing persons report, trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I thought, okay, they set the officers down and they said, our son's missing. We're worried sick about him. And let me tell you what we know. But the police said that they wouldn't tell him anything. They wouldn't discuss anything. So then I was like, okay, I'm done. The parents suck. The laundry sucked. And I'm not being nice anymore. They're liars, yeah. Law enforcement footage was heartbreaking. Really just wanted to reach out. They throat and help this distraught girl. Yeah. Some twit made it about race, claimed that if it was a black woman, there would be no interest. She was totally disgusting saying that. It has nothing to do with race. I saw that. And I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. Everything in the United States of America now is about your skin color and race. And I get so freaking sick and tired of hearing it. Is there racism in this country? Yes. Is there racism in just about every country? Yes. But not everything is about race. Not everything is about color. Stop making it about that. That's what's making our country even worse, is that people bring this shit up. Don't get me going. My head is pounding. It just pisses me off. Do you think he's with someone else currently, family and or friends? I've said before, I don't know why I get what I get. And someone wrote to me, emailed me and said, what's your take on this? Do you think he's still alive? And I feel like he's still alive. I also kind of feel like it would be really smart of him if he did accidentally on purpose take his life. And I hate to say that. I shouldn't say that. That's bad. But he's just in such deep shit right now that, Oh gosh, you guys, I'm getting so far behind again. Hold on. I am just not doing good tonight. If he was my child, I'd put the handcuffs on myself and deliver it. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Have you been able to connect with Gabby? No, I have not. I've said this before sometimes. No. A lot of times. When someone first passes, I can't connect with them for some reason. Yeah. Isn't it illegal to file a false missing persons report? Hi, Angela. It should be, right? It should be. But I hate to say this. I just really feel that the parents know a hell of a lot more. You know, I think the parents know exactly what happened, and I think the parents, yeah, maybe they're not in touch with him currently. Maybe that part's true. Um, I don't know, yeah. I just feel like they're just not being honest at all. I hate that he hurt her. She was so pretty. She would have gone far. People like to watch pretty girls. I love trees. I hate when they just go and do that without the care of the trees and who lives in them. Exactly. Exactly. And it's so sad that I was watching that, and that was my concern was, why are you killing the damn trees? But it's gotten to that point with this guy, Brian, that it's just like, for God's sake, just freaking turn your damn self in and get this over with. This is friggin' ridiculous. What I don't understand is Brian flies home to help his dad and move some things into storage or from storage. What the fuck does his dad not have anyone else that can do this? Exactly. Exactly. There's one thing I noticed. The Laundrie family are getting preferential treatment. Does anyone remember the Anthony family, Casey Anthony's parents? They were harassed. Yeah. No, you're so right there, Ken. The Casey Anthony's mom and dad, man, those poor people, they went through hell, They didn't even do anything concerning the kid, and they went through hell, And I mean, yeah, okay, so are there people out in the yard screaming 24/7 at these people, or out in the street? Yeah. But you know what? I would be there too if I could, because it just pisses me off. You're wasting everybody's time. And Gabby's family, they've been through enough, just step forward, tell the police what happened, tell them where you think your son is, and let's get this shit over with. Yeah, how do they pick and choose which case at all deserves media attention? Yeah, I don't know how that works. I will say this, though. I will say this. And I'm not trying to make it about race, because I was just complaining about that. But isn't it interesting that Lacey Peterson, okay, pregnant, white woman, cute, adorable, her story was plastered all over the news, all over the place. And Evelyn Hernandez, nobody even knew who she was, when she had the same thing happen to her that Lacey Peterson had. So I will say, I don't understand that. I don't understand, and I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that Evelyn Hernandez was Hispanic. I just, maybe it did. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Come on. Here's the other thing. You guys know I've been so pissed at our president and our country, and embarrassed and humiliated. The other day, I saw a clip where Boris Johnson, who, for the love of God, Boris Johnson, can you please either A, get your hair shaved off, or B, learn how to use a brush or a comb, for God's sake. You look freaking ridiculous, okay? They're sitting there talking, and the reporters are yelling at them, asking them questions, and our dumbass president just sits there which way did they go, George? So, showing all this Brian Laundrie stuff, it's succeeding in doing one thing. It's giving Joe Biden the slip again, let's give him a freebie pass here, because we're more worried about finding this dipshit Brian Laundrie. So we can't talk about how stupid our president is right now. And I'm sorry to say that, but you guys know, most of you are my regulars. You come on here every Friday night, and you guys know that I gave Joe Biden a chance, and I wanted him to be successful and to succeed. And he has just turned out to be a total dipshit. Dementia, Alzheimer's, I don't know. He's just gone plumb crazy. Parents were round the bend, and everyone was screaming at them. We're on the lawn and we're being cruel. That was in Florida too. Those parents were decent people. Exactly. Maybe it could go either way. Yeah. Crap, what just happened, you guys? Now okay. I'll tell you what gets exposure in cases. Social media blows up when their videos are played and played over and over again. You actually start to feel you know them. Like the Watts. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Shan was, that case was major. The Facebook videos were played over and over. Yep. I absolutely think they know where he is. If they didn't, they would be searching for him. Exactly. Exactly. Just black people, they make it about race all the time. I hate to say that. I mean, it's not all black people are like that. Just like not all white people are KKK. But, unfortunately, it happens. Yeah, I agree, Ken. It's just totally divided this country. And the more people make it about race, the worse it gets, Yeah. Yeah, I saw something about that, Ken. It was ridiculous. Yeah, the Haitian people. Yeah, that's the other thing. So, didn't they say there were like 30,000 Haitian people that were there in Texas? And now, poof, today they had all these bulldozers and all this crap out there cleaning it up, and there's not one person left. So they supposedly released like all these Haitian people into the country, which let me say this. I feel horrible for the people in Haiti. Like these people, they need a break, So if in fact that's true and they were released into the US, good for them. But some of these people that are coming in that are drug dealers and gangbangers and all that, please leave them the fuck. Oh, sorry. Leave them the freak out of this country. I try not to say the F word too often, but it does slip out sometimes. And I'm not feeling good tonight, so. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Angela. I don't feel very beautiful today. I feel pretty crappy. Of course, parents know they lawyered up the same time they got him a lawyer. I was told to be silent, plead the fifth. Yep. Oh, yep. I've never heard of anyone else doing that. Like saying you pulled me over because I'm Asian. It doesn't happen. I've seen black people lie and say the cop did something, then the tape shows nothing. Yeah, unfortunately, it has happened. It doesn't matter what color you are, what race you are. They're good, bad, and the ugly, But the problem is in this country is if there's a video, like if somebody starts videotaping a black person being arrested by, what's that?
I got some alcohol and Diet Pepsi.
No, I don't want any alcohol. No, honey, have fun. You can drink it. My head hurts.
What about more medicine?
No, I'm good. But so if you see a white police officer arresting someone who's black, I've seen in several of these cases, like the person that's being recorded, it's almost like they're making it 100 times worse. Now that's not to say, listen, there have been so many people that have been killed, by the police, I'm not trying to say it's every case, but I have witnessed some cases where the person knows they're being videotaped, so they're making it 100 times worse. You know what I mean? And I don't care if you're black, white, purple, yellow. If you're a moron, you're a moron. If you're a good person, you're a good person. Right? But the society has just made everything about race and color to where you just can't get away from it, and it's just, it's driving me nuts, you guys. It really is. Came home and they immediately went into protecting our baby boy. Yep, they did. They went on a camping trip when Brian got home. They went off and had a good, that's it. Here's the other thing that got me. they went on a camping trip supposedly for 3 days, according to their neighbors, right? Which is freaking pathetic. They said Brian was out there mowing the lawn. He went on a bike ride with his mother. Like, you just killed your girlfriend. How can you? He's definitely schizophrenic, you guys. I'm telling you, he's schizophrenic. I can feel it. And like I said, I don't know if it's possible to be bipolar and schizophrenia, but I think he is. It just, like, how, here's, as a mother, here's what I'm thinking. So if my son came home with his girlfriend's van, hey honey, what are you doing home so early? Is everything okay? Where's your girlfriend? What the heck's going on? Why do you have her van? Where is she at? I sure as the hell wouldn't be like, oh, can you go mow the lawn for me? Oh, let's go, honey, my little baby boy, my perfect little child. Let's go ride our bikes through the neighborhood. I mean, are his parents sick in the head too? Like, do they have mental illness too? Because as a mom, I would be like, oh, where in the hell is your girlfriend? What in the hell happened? You're not going to sit here and step foot into my house until you tell me what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? Ugh. He convinced his parents it was basically all her fault. She made him kill her. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised about that. I mean, yeah. Oh, thanks, Lobster Girl. How are you, by the way, honey? I personally think that most of the children coming over the southern border is being separated and taken for sex trafficking by the powers that be in this country. Unfortunately, that probably is right. Yeah, it's so sad that it's so sad, you guys. So let me tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. I am going to, hubby and I'm not going to say where we're going, but it's in the state of Maryland. And this place is like, it's like really cool. You'll see, well, I don't want to talk about it anymore, but it's going to be really cool. So hopefully my headache will be gone so we can go. And then I want to do like a different type of video concerning it. I have another video that I'm working on that I got to get out, and that's April Beth Pitzer. When I was, I talked about it in the video, but when I was doing her videos, when I saw the Little West Boys, and I'm in the process of trying to get a hold of the proper authorities to get them to go out there and look, because I really feel like they're out there, you guys. I do. We are truly in a war of good versus evil, no color against white. It's a shame. Apparently his mother used to work with the DA. Really? Wow. Wow. Hey, I am. What's happening? I read that Gabby didn't know how to drive the van. Not confirmed. I'm kind of thinking his family doesn't communicate clearly. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. As far as the war of good versus evil, I 100% agree with that. And I think the sad part about it all is that, you know what, I'm not even going to go there. I just want, can't we all just get along? Like, I just wish we could somehow work through all these issues and, come out on top. If you look at, and maybe I'm wrong because of the position that I'm in, but I just feel like the amount of, missing persons cases have shot through the roof over the last couple of years. And I know because, now we have social media. So it's more in your face all the time because people can post about it and everybody can see it. Um, but it's like, we have so many more important things going on in this country to worry about, you know, missing persons cases, sex trafficking. Um, there are just so many more things we need to be focused on, and we need to come to some kind of compromise. Excuse me. Um, I do feel that the police need better training. I feel that there should be more training. They should be, like for example, when you're a doctor, you have to re-up your certifications or whatever. Um, when you're talking about a person who is walking around with a gun in their pocket, I just feel like there should be, um, I don't know, like, even if it's them having to sit down in front of their supervisor and their supervisor asks them, how are you doing? You know what I mean? Because I feel like, especially now with what's going on, I mean, I don't know if you saw the Tennessee shooting where some guy went into Kroger and just started blowing people away. One person died. I think they said there was like 13 injured. Four of them are in the ICU still. I just feel like maybe there should just be a little bit more checking up on people nowadays, right? Um, yeah. It I'll say this, I was blown away. It takes years to become a doctor, um, but you can become a police officer in like 8 weeks in some jurisdictions. And I feel like, there needs to be more training. And like I said, even if it's your supervisor sits you down once a month and says, how are things going? How's life? How's your marriage? How are the kids? You know what I mean? I feel like, especially now with people working from home so much, you don't have that face-to-face interaction with your boss anymore like you used to be, right? And with police officers, they come in, they punch the clock, they have their meeting, and then they're out on the street, so they're not interacting with their supervisor. I think we need something like that. You know what I mean? I feel like there needs to be more training. I don't agree with this crap of defunding the police because, come on, let's be real. What are you going to do if you defund the police? Then all the criminals are just going to, be robbing everybody and killing everybody, and that's that. But I do think there needs to be more training, and I do think that people should have to, check on their staff. I mean, I don't know if it makes any sense to you guys, but my husband works from home now. He telecommutes, and yeah, they don't use Zoom, but he's in his meetings with everybody. But there's a big difference between being online in a meeting with people and actually sitting in a room face to face with someone. You know what I mean? And we've lost so much of that, human interaction now because of computers and because of working virtually and all that. I just feel like something needs to give, you guys. For sure. Okay, there's one other thing I want to talk about, you guys, on my handy dandy little list right here. Okay, so the volcano eruption in the Canary Islands, La Palma. I was talking the other day, you guys watched Dark Rose on YouTube. We were talking, and I was, she was talking about her dreams, and I was telling her how, yeah, everything is just amped up lately. And so she was talking about La Palma, and then she's like, oh my God, it erupted. It's erupting right now, which she didn't know was erupting. I didn't know it was erupting. And then, she was talking about how we could get a mega tsunami that could hit the East Coast. And I was like, wow, what? And so I was, thinking back to all of my dreams, right? So then today I saw, you guys know, I have started prepping, ever since what happened with COVID and everything. So, and I started canning food, which I absolutely love. It's like relaxing to me to can food now. Um, but anyway, I'm not one of these people that's out there buying tons of guns and ammunition and crap like that. But I am, prepping as far as food and, making sure that if something happened tomorrow, because 2020, there was no damn toilet paper, you know? Um, but anyway, so I follow this guy, Alaskan Prepper, who's on YouTube, and I don't watch all of his videos. I kind of hit and miss and, pick and choose because I don't have time to watch all these videos that I'd like to be able to watch. Anyway, he talked about, he had this article about a mega tsunami that could hit the East Coast. And I was like, crap. Because part of my dreams that I've been having every night, it's a volcano erupting, it's earthquakes, it's tsunamis, I actually make eye contact with people as they're floating by and knowing that they're about to drown and die. And it's just been a lot on me. These dreams have been a lot on me. But anyway, it was just bizarre that, Dark Rose and I were chit-chatting about it, and she's like, holy shit, the volcano already erupted. I'm like, what? It's like, it's erupting now. And that's when I posted that thing on my community page about it, because I was just like blown away, like, holy hell. But yeah, she and I were talking about how, her gifts have amped up, and so have mine. And it's, sorry, I didn't know if that was my cat or what. I don't know. I think that's Ella might be doing that. But yeah, it's become like really intense. And then if you throw in on top of it, just not feeling, I haven't been feeling the best, it was a lot, y'all. Yeah. Hold on, let me get caught up. I think, yeah. Oh my gosh, Ella, is that you? What are you doing? Ella. You guys, I'm so far behind. Yes, I agree. The police need more training. Definitely. It's just sick. There are so many people out there looking for somebody that they can hurt. It's sick that I don't know what to think. I don't know. They're not popular for sure. The whole world has eyes on the case. Yeah. Very true, Ken. Very true. I agree with you 100%. Where am I at, you guys? Red flags happen before the violent outbursts. It appears that young people can't spot domestic violence. Even parents can't spot it. True. Have you watched John Levi or anything on Tartaria? No, what is it? I've been watching off and on all week. I was showing my grandkids the lava flows, etc. Oh, yeah. That's wicked looking, isn't it? It's crazy. I love Dark Rose. She's always on point and so sweet and remains objective. Yes, definitely. Hey, Tammy, what's happening, honey? There's proof we've been lied to about the past. It's just so wild. Buildings we used to have were not built by cowboys in the 1800s. Please check it out. Oh, wow. Should make a canning video. Yeah, I kind of thought about maybe talking about it a little bit more. Like, I don't want to start a second channel because that's just too much. But I didn't know. Like, for example, I found, I don't know, several weeks ago, I was out going to thrift stores, y'all. And I found like a bunch of really great deals on stuff. And I was like, I wonder if people would be interested in seeing like, my little bargains that I get and stuff. And then, yeah, I wouldn't mind, doing canning videos and stuff like that. Like, let me tell you guys, never in a million years would I've ever thought that I would like canning. But to me, it's just relaxing and kind of mind numbing, you know, so I don't have to really think about anything. Um, and I dehydrate food now, but I just did, I don't know, butter. I canned butter. Um, but just, yeah, I was thinking like, I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing like when I go to the thrift store and I find bargains. Cause I found like, I look for everything. I found clothing. I found, um, like signs, house decoration stuff. I found a bunch of stuff like that, and I'm about to like paint them and redo them, overhaul them. I'm gonna do that. And I'm not, you guys, look, I suck as far as I'm not that creative when it comes to like DIYs and stuff. But the few things that I have done, they turn out okay, you know? So I was like, and again, while I'm doing it, I don't have to think about anything, you know? So I didn't know if anybody would be interested in anything like that, but Darlene, I went the other day and bought spam, canned sausage, canned barbecue beef, stew soups. I got some honey, coffee, and peanut butter, and almost everything that I got has a date expiring on 2026. Oh, nice, Darlene, nice. You know, I canned meat before now. Yeah. Because, oh my gosh, you guys, have you been to the grocery store lately? Like, I ran to Aldi the other day and not a bottle of water in the store. And Aldi normally has tons of bottled water, right? So I went up to the manager and I was like, what's up with the bottled water? And she's like, honey, we can't get any. And I thought she said we didn't get any in this week. And I said, oh, okay. So should I come back in a day or two? She goes, I don't know. So, and then I went to Walmart and no bottled water. So I told my son, I said, my son and his girlfriend, I said, if you go to a grocery store and you see bottled water, please pick it up because there's like none to be found around here. Um, yeah. Hey, Bethany, what's happening? Get some Keystone meats from Walmart. Yeah, Cynthia. The Keystone meat is really good, but the problem is, so it used to be, what was it? The size, wasn't it like 30? No, excuse me. Yeah, I think like 32-ounce can of, um, excuse me, hamburger meat used to be like 3 something a can. Now it's like $11 a can here. Everything has just gone through the roof pricing wise. I was blown away, but I will say, I have been able to still find like a deal here or there, you know, but for the most part, it's just so damn expensive now, you guys. It's horrible. But the Keystone meats are really good. Yes, thrift store and food videos are popular and very therapeutic for you and viewers too. Cool. Thanks, I am. Okay, maybe I will do like, maybe I'll throw one out there every now and then. You know, and let me tell you a little story, you guys. So I was on YouTube. This has been like 6 to 8 weeks ago. And, you know, the commercials pop up. And if it's a YouTuber that I just love, then I always let the commercials play, right? You know, because you don't make that much money on YouTube. So I figure, you know, I'll just listen to the stupid commercials. So, yeah, so the first commercial came up, I listened to it. And the second commercial came up, and they were these shoes, right? And they were like all flexible and bendy. And they said, oh, they're really lightweight, and they're this and they're that. And I was like, I should get a pair of those. So I said, yeah, okay, let me get a pair. I think they were like $50 or something. So 4 or 5 days later, I was like having, you know, buyer's remorse. And I was like, I don't need those shoes. Like, and my thinking was, I always buy Skechers. I have a lot of problems with my feet. with spasms. So I have to wear like comfortable shoes. So I was like, you know what? That's so stupid. I think I paid 50 some bucks for these shoes. And I was like, that's so dumb. I could get another pair of Skechers. So I got online. You guys, I'm sorry. I have hot mouth so bad. I'm so sorry. As I just spill it down the front of me. Sorry. So anyway, I got online, went to the website, and I canceled my order. So they put the money back into my account like, I don't know, 4 days later or something. So I go downstairs today and I saw that my husband had brought a package in that had been delivered. I open it up. It's the shoes. The shoes that I got reimbursed for that I didn't want anymore. But you guys, so you know when you get new shoes and you put them on, like you have to break them in, right? I put them on and they were already broken and they're so comfortable. So I'm sure I'll end up, in the next couple of days, I'm sure it'll show that it's out of my account again. But I was just like, that is so funny. Like I canceled it and then they ended up coming anyway. Okay, let's see. I love thrift shopping. It would be fun to see the goodies you find. Get a Berkey or some type of water filtering system. I know. Hubby and I were talking about that. I would definitely love to have a Berkey system. I think we need it. We need solar panels, generator. There's so many things that we need. We have so much at our Safeway. They're using the Pax bottled water to make a fence for the people coming in and out. Oh, wow. Daggone, I wish we had that here. But I'm very fortunate where I live because I could go within 20 minutes. I could be at 50 different stores. You know what I mean? Not everybody has that luxury. People that live in small towns, So I'm fortunate that, and let's face it, I'm a big girl. I could go for quite a while without eating and I would be fine. Try cow pulling. Go in with someone or a group of people, hold cow and pig and have it processed and freeze it. Bethany, that's so funny. What are you, psychic? Because I was just talking to hubby yesterday about, going to the local, finding a butcher and, getting a half a cow. And I want to get beef tallow so I can render it into lard for baking, just because I think it would be fun, And I'm trying to do all this domesticated stuff to get my mind off of things. So, the dehydrating and the canning. And so I thought that would be really cool. I need to try to do that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that. We just have one of those little, how big is it? It's just one of those little tiny, I hate this, tiny chest that, freezer that's full, by the way, because I found some really great deals, over the last couple months. But I definitely would love to do that. Get a big, huge freezer and do that. Ours is not water. I can't find canned Dr. Pepper anywhere. Really, Darlene? Because I saw all kinds of canned Dr. Pepper at Walmart the other day. Shelby, hey. His horrible parents, Big Abby, rest in peace. Yeah, so sad. I miss Hawaiian Punch in a large can. I haven't seen that in forever. Do they still make it like that? I haven't seen that in forever. Thank you. I will look for the Keystone meats in the can. Yeah, you know what, too? The Keystone meats, you might want to try Amazon. I don't know if they're still selling it or what the pricing is. But surprisingly enough, the Keystone meats they're really tasty. So this is what I did tonight, you guys. So hubby put up, these huge shelving units in the basement, and I, putting my canned stuff on there and, my working pantry, right? So I started saying, you know what? If something were to happen tomorrow and we would have to literally eat off of just what we had in that pantry, it's all well and good what I have, but I need to start bringing it together, meal-wise to figure out how to eat it, right? So tonight I made, I took and look, I'm used to cooking everything from scratch. But if something were to happen tomorrow, I might not be able to cook from scratch every day, because I'm going to be busy having to do other stuff. So anyway, I took a box of stuffing and I made that. And I took a can of chicken, um, just, can of shredded chicken, and a can of cream of chicken. And I took the cream of chicken and a little bit of milk and I mixed that up. Then I put the chicken in there. And then when the stovetop stuffing was done, I mixed it all together. And then I made green beans on the side. And it tasted like a low budget Thanksgiving dinner, but it worked. And I'm going to try to do that like once or twice a week. Like just go down there and get, food and put it together. Because, it's all well and good to have it, but if you don't know how to make it, and, not all of us, I'm not used to eating like canned meats, other than like tuna or salmon. So having canned ham and canned ground beef and, and I also, by the way, I did beef stew meat. I took a pork roast and chicken and ground beef. And I've canned all four of those. I found like really good deals on really good sales on meat and I canned them. So at least I have that too, because, like I was saying, it's so daggone expensive to buy canned meat now. It's just ridiculous. The prices are just through the roof now. It's just insane. Like they're really taking advantage of people. Yeah, it's you use the Brita. Yeah, the Brita pitchers. I need to get one of those. Yeah, I have one of those little cube freezers, little teeny ones. I was listening while at Walmart. It convinced me to get a case of water just in case. There you go. A chest freezer is the way to go. It helps. Yeah, I definitely would like to get like a bigger one. Yeah. My son has cattle. It took almost 4 months to be able to get their meat processed. Wow. Yeah, I heard it's like everything's backed up. Amazon is too expensive for the Keystone meats, but you can order from Walmart online. Oh, really? So Amazon's through the roof with it now. Ugh, that's so frustrating. Hey, Cindy from Missouri. I love Missouri. I love Kansas City. I wish I could move there right now. My sister lives there and I absolutely love that place. All the stuff I saved is now too old. I'm sick of eating meat. I can't stand how bad I feel. I would fight to keep an animal alive. How could I eat an animal that I would love? True. It's very true. My husband and I were talking about it. Like if something were to happen tomorrow, we were talking about like, I was saying it would be so much easier to catch a fish and eat a fish than it would be to shoot an animal. And my husband has a heart of gold. I could not see him being able to kill an animal. Like, hopefully it won't come to that because, and I'm trying, you guys, to like, right now I'm in the process of like figuring out, I'm going to do like a big garden next year and I'm trying to figure out like what to plant where and all that and get my ducks in a row so I can start buying the seeds and all that, You can still get tuna pretty cheaply. Yeah, very true. That's very true. And it's funny because my husband always says he doesn't like tuna, but anytime I make it, he, like tuna salad, he wolfs it down. So, yeah. How much canned butter did you make in pints? So what I did the little 8-ounce jars, like the jelly jars, and so for every pound of butter, it was 2 jars. So 2 sticks go into an 8-ounce container. So I did 24 jars, which is 12 pounds of butter. Is that right? I found a really great sale. So I still have 8 pounds of butter. But I'm going to get like another 10 pounds of butter this weekend. I still have, the problem too is finding jars. And all I have now are the 16-ounce jars. I don't have any more of the 8-ounce. So an entire pound of, 4 sticks of butter goes in one 16-ounce container. So I've got to grab some more butter while it's on sale so I can can some more. And that, like I was saying, I want to get some beef tallow from a butcher so I can do lard. Um, yeah. But then there's a part of me that's like, am I going to be able to do that? Because you have to drain it and all that because there's like little pieces of stuff in it. And I'm like, I probably break down crying trying to. I think I talked about it. I don't know. It was like 2 months ago. I made homemade butter for the first time. And it was so much fun. I'm like, I want to do butter again. I want to make some more homemade butter, but you know, why is everywhere hiring? Where are the people? Exactly. Where are the people? Like, yeah, I agree. Would never go back to Kansas City to live, but I miss my friends there. Aw. I just, I just love Kansas City. I think it's just, there's so many great restaurants, so many fun things to do. And the one cool thing, okay, so I live in the DC area. My dad was a diehard Redskins fan. I'm a diehard Redskins fan. I don't care what anybody says. They're not the Washington football team. They are the Redskins. Um, when the Native Americans are saying that it was an honor, for them to be called the Redskins, that they were, they called them that because of this particular chief, then why should there be a problem with calling them the Redskins? Anyway, so honest to goodness, I see more Dallas Cowboy shirts in this area than I do Redskins. And Kansas City, every Friday, everybody has their red on. Everybody has their Chief shirts on. And so, through the years, I've been a Chiefs fan since Joe Montana days. And so they're like my other team. And, because come on, the Redskins suck. They were good in the 80s. I was very fortunate to have witnessed that. They've sucked ever since. I want them to be good for my son's sake because he's such a diehard fan, but they suck. So I don't know. It's like the camaraderie in Kansas City. I just like it there. What do you love about it? I was going to say, get a fishing rod. Videos on veggie gardens are great. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe I'll get that set up then. Start doing some of those videos. It's just something I like to do. I like to go thrift shopping. It gives me a break, puts my mind, gets my mind out of thinking about death and, missing people and stuff. Yeah, so can't you just freeze butter? Yeah, definitely. And I have some butter in my freezer. I always freeze butter, but my thinking is, number one, I have such a small freezer. So by canning it, it saves me space, and then, what would we do if the electricity went out? If the power went out tomorrow, all your food's going to go to shit if you don't have a generator. Yeah. But for me, the biggest thing is it saves space in my freezer. Cause like I said, my freezer, what is it? Like a 7 cubic, I don't know. It's tiny, y'all. So it just saves space. So yeah, I couldn't hit a fish hard enough to kill him. My dad said stop and made me give it to him. I was good at fly fishing, but it's like me offering you food. Yeah. Yeah, that's the hard part. My problem is finding the lids for canning. Oh, you know what? Actually, if you have an Ace Hardware in your area, check there. Because I've checked 2 different Ace Hardwares and was able to find some. So check that, Chiefs and Royal. Go Chiefs, go Royal. So my main baseball team, I'm not a big Nats fan, I'm just not. I'm a Braves fan and a Royals fan, so. You ever been to a fair where they do giant butter sculptures? No, I have not, but I bet that's really cool. I have not seen that. Now, I've seen, at the beach where we'll go to the beach and they do like the massive, huge like stuff. That's really cool. It's good to know how to can foods. What if the power goes out? Yeah, see, it's still a nice size freezer. Better than nothing. Exactly, it is. I mean, I'm grateful that I have it because, you know, before that I had literally like just a small freezer, you know, because we have like our refrigerator isn't like one of those big, huge ones. It's like a smaller size one because our kitchen's kind of small. We have like a, what do you call it? It's like in a U shaped kitchen. Excuse me. If I could do it all over again, I would go for a larger kitchen. Although, I don't know. I'm the type of person that I have so many like kitchen gadgets and stuff. You know, I would just run out of room is what would happen. I don't like to hoard stuff, but I do love having kitchen gadgets. So that's like my jam, you know, because I like to cook and yeah. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go take some more medicine, try to get over this stupid headache that I've been fighting. Keep Pat Carlson in your thoughts and prayers. Like I said, hopefully she's laying in the hospital, doped up on medication, so she can't feel anything right now, hopefully. So, hopefully they catch this Brian Laundrie guy pretty quickly and put him underneath the prison. That would be nice. Yeah, I've got a fun trip planned for tomorrow, and hopefully that will result in an awesome video, something a little different than what I normally do. Yeah, I don't have any kitchen guys. You don't. Aw. You know, I used to have like my mom. That was kind of like our thing. Like I love to cook. She loved to cook, you know. And so she would get me like, I'm not kidding you. She would go on like QVC and HSN. And anytime there was a new gadget, she would get it for me. She's so cute. I miss the woman. Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend. You guys, bye. I am. Thanks for the prayers for her. Yeah. You guys have an amazing week. Stay safe and healthy and all that good stuff. And Daddy Bell does it for me. Bye, guys. And the May. You trying to come in, honey? Mama, come get you. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty.